Season 0 for Axie Origin has just started and we're gonna jump into our first games running this triple aqua team. I'm not sure if it's any good, but I just like playing Puffy at the back. Maybe the front lane is a little bit better if we play a plant, but we'll see about that. We'll test it out, we'll see what's going on. Egg 3 to start off the game. Claim the moon shards, we will need them for crafting. Hopefully we'll get lucky with that, and let's see who is our first opponent. Looks like we are running into a plant double aqua, and what I did forget is to put runes on my Axies, so not making this any easier for myself, but we still can win. It's just not going to be that favorable. My opponent is running some charms. Mini Legion not really helping him at all. Going for serious round 1 is all he can really do, and we have to play baby because that's how the game works. We can go for the jelly tackle as well. That's going to be plenty of damage, 87. Not as much as I was thinking. And then we can get the Nemo from telescope as well. We're gonna need that Nemo when we get Puff. Why is the 2 spells called Puff is my question. We'll ignore it for now. He goes for another attack card with the plant. I think it was a carrot because he only dealt 40 damage. So he's still sitting on 2 energy. And we'll see what he can do with that. So far, not the best. He should have went for Risky Fish first, actually. A tough strike on that aqua, definitely helping him. I should have been running that as well, but well, you know me. We get double Nemo, unfortunately absolutely useless because we cannot make use of that. We're gonna go for the ethereal little crab and we're gonna go for the kill as well. That doesn't do it. Maybe if I went the other way around I actually would have had a kill. I'm not gonna use the Nemo because it just puts confused me in my pile, even though I can heal him all the way to 75 and he wouldn't kill me with something like the Inkling or with... No, he would have killed me anyway. He has 2 shoal stars, an easy kill for him, 7 HP on that front lane plant, and I didn't make use of my Nemo from the front lane, which is terrible, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. 112 damage from the sea slug, and I will be losing this game. So let's see what else we can make out of this. Let's go for the Puff. 160 damage to the mid lane. Maybe there's still a chance. Maybe there's a chance. We'll see how that goes. Probably not. Unless I get a Nemo and I get a Puff. A very lucky draw. Maybe then. He goes for the clear. I think clear is much better than telescope now. Let's look at what clear does. Discard up to 2 cards and then draw that many. Yeah, I think clear is just better than telescope, honestly. Telescope not as useful as it once was. But what can you do? Go for the crab. Let's go for the Puff. Heal up to 280. Go for the crab. And then play all the shield in the world that we can. And it's still a 1v1 scenario. Unfortunately, when he takes me below 66% health, I will not be winning this game because I just don't deal enough damage. He goes for some sort of a shield card, another shield card, and then a Risky Fish to end this turn off. I still have 270 damage, so that is okay. And I think I'm just gonna go for the triple Puff. Let's see how much damage we can do. That is plenty of damage. We'll see whether that will be enough to take this game down. 3 cards in my draw pile left. Tiny Dino will deal 80 damage. The Fallen Sword will deal 50. If we can make it to the next round, I think we can win without runes, which would be quite a decent first win. He goes for the Goldfish. Might not have enough damage cards to end this game. Goes for the Revenge. 1 more damage card, that's all I need. I think he can only have a 50 shield. We get the little crab. Little crab definitely enough to finish him off. Go for the Puff as well, and that is a first game won. Let's not forget to put runes this time. Okay, now we got runes on our Axies. This should be much more of a smooth sailing. Tough strike on the back lane. That ethereal crab or little crab with ethereal will be hitting like a truck. He decides to stun me. which is an okay play. I think that Tiny Turtle can be a good card right now. You sacrifice your Axie, but you do get something for it as well. I think I'm gonna go for the Nemo again for my telescope. Unfortunately, I can't use the Risky Fish, which is a little bit of a waste of energy. Maybe I could have used this. I'm not sure whether that works on stunt cards. I'm still not used to this mechanic, as it's not that visible and it doesn't give you like anything in the UI to remind you that you can use this. But it's okay. Bit of a advantage for my opponent from round 1. He is running the Mini Legion with Mavis. Goes for the Garish Worm turn 3. And that's all he's gonna do this turn. So let's see what we can do. That is a perfect card draw. Let's go for Tiny Dino first. Then we're gonna go for Gill to get that bubble. Jelly Tackle. Heal my front lane up a little bit and then play the Sponge as well. That's gonna give us enough shield to survive, most likely. And we also hit that bird all the way down to 68 health, which puts him in lethal next turn. In our draw pile, we do have the little crab still. We do have Puff, so plenty of high damage cards. Hits me for 90 something. I'm not sure which ability that was. Deal 25% more damage to shield. That was probably Pliers. Goes for Chubby, hits all of our Axies at once, and that is all the energy that he has. And not the best card that he could have used in that scenario, because I do have the leftover potion on my mid lane, so I'm gonna be able to heal back up a little bit. I'm gonna go for the Soul Star, and then I could go Risky Fish or I could go Puff, and I think Puff is just a better card to play this turn. Because it deals a little bit extra damage, or more damage than the Risky Fish does, because we do have that baby. That's 89 damage going into that reptile, 158 8 HP left, and we should be in a driver's seat to take this game down. Even if our front lane Axie does fall this turn, we still have plenty of damage to kill this reptile next turn. Little Crab and the Soul Star will be enough to finish it off. Nutcrack does kill our Axies, and let's see whether he does have anything else. I'm still not sure how Bubble Bomb works, or Bubble on its own. How does it work? I think it just gives me extra damage, and that's pretty much it. Based on the current HP. Okay. So it's not as good as it used to be, but it's still okay. I don't think my Bubble Pace the Bomb team will work anymore, and it's gonna be very difficult to get without the runes and charms that we used to have. Now let's see what we can make out of this. I could go for the Risky Fish first, and I think that's exactly what I'm gonna do. It doesn't really help me because I still don't kill him with 2 cards, but I can heal up with the Puff and kill that reptile. Heal up a little bit with the leftover potion on my mid lane, all the way to 216. And then we are in a 2v1 scenario. He goes for the Chubby again. That's okay. Let's see what else he has in the tank. That is a revenge card, so not much is the answer. We do have a couple of revenge cards as well, but if I get a Puff, it will be trouble for him, and that's exactly what I get. I'm not sure if Tiny Dino deals more damage. Let's check this out. 120, that is definitely more damage than Puff. So putting him down to 38, and he will be dead the next turn. And we might have time for one more game after that. See what kind of rank we finish on. Okay, round 1, we're gonna go for the telescope, and I want to get myself a Nemo. I am playing versus the same guy, and I already have Puff on my hand. So if I play Nemo, I'm gonna have exactly 4 energy. Actually, no, I'm gonna just have 3 energy next turn. But nevertheless, Puff will be able to deal quite a lot of damage with the extra energy that I can provide with Nemos. Hopefully, he doesn't stun me, and I'm able to play that Nemo. I think he still has 1 more energy. Goes for the Winkhorn. Deals 2 hits, quite a lot of damage to my front lane already, 190 HP, and we do have a Nemo, but I think I can't play Puff quite yet because those cards are just simply much better to play. That's 140 18, and I think I'm better off playing a Puff as well. That deals about 80 damage, 92 actually. So this bird will be going down the next turn, and we still have the Puff and we still have the Nemo in the next turns to make sure that we deal extra damage into those. And then backlanes, I shouldn't use Puff before we kill that bird because it simply will be a waste of damage. But we'll see how the game progresses. He still has that tiny turtle that we need to watch out for. If he does tiny turtle my back lane, can get a little bit difficult. Mini Legion, you deal 5 damage per summon to all enemies at the beginning of your turn. So Mini Legion, not that good anymore without that extra HP. But it had to be nerfed, and that's the way they decided to nerf it. Go for the kill, go for the Shoal Star, and I think I could go for the Jelly Tackle, but I think the Sponge is gonna work a little bit better because he doesn't have that many high shield cards. I'm thinking whether it's better or not. Go for the Nemo as well, and then Sponge. Not sure whether this is good. It might be good, it might not be good. Maybe just going for pure damage is actually better. So 24 health on my front lane, and all I really need to do is just get as much energy as I can. Play that Puff for energy from a Puff. Going to split actually, 2 for the front lane, 2 for the back lane, 89 damage each, and they are both sitting at 158. A great result because he doesn't have any heals on the back lane, so it doesn't matter if we hit the back lane or whether we hit the front lane. The effect is still the same, and that is 320 damage with just a single card from a starter Axie. Puffy probably is my favorite starter Axie, and an Axie that you should be using if you don't have anything better to use, because it's simply a good Axie to be playing with that baby and with that little crab. Plenty of damage, tiny dino, little crab. You can deal 200 damage with just those 2 cards. He goes for the pink cheek as well, trying to get those bird cards. I think Winghorn is the only one that he has. I'm not sure what the plan was behind that. And let's get a kill on this reptile now that we are here. Go for the Puff, kills the reptile, Jelly Tackle as well, puts it down to 58. And next turn, Gilius 3 unfortunately will lose his second game versus me, and we go 3-0 for this episode. Not a bad start to this season. I'm gonna try and do these videos regularly to show you some exciting teams. This one is a very simple, very cheap team. No extra runes and charms. We just started playing. Once I craft something, it could swap to a different team depending on my crafting. But that's what we are running for now, and we'll see how far this can take me. I don't think it's gonna be that far because those are just very simple Axies. Now let's go for the tiny dino to finish this Axie off, and let's check what kind of rank we are finishing at. Chick 4 is the rank. We can collect some moon shards from the one-time rewards, and that puts us on 4,000 moon shard. I'm not sure whether it's better to craft like that, whether it's better to craft with the dust. Not really sure what's going on here. Increase the chance to obtain a rare, increase the chance to obtain a rune. A rare, or we can go for this. Let's craft one and let's see how much we can increase the chance. It goes to 50 from 60, actually from 35. So let's craft it one time for the boys, and we get a Charm of Faith, which is absolutely tragic. Let's try and do it 2 times more, and we get Charm of Vitality and Charm of Power. Absolutely tragic, but what can you do? That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily playthrough and content, and I will see you in the next one.